Hi guys, this is a photo sent in by Jimmy. Thanks Jimmy for sending this in. This was taken in 2011. This is going to help me determine how long these guys have been in the sky that I've been finding and trying to show you. So here we go. This is obviously a craft, and you can start seeing that there'll be, as I've always tried to show you, there will be aliens driving these craft, usually sitting on the top centre or either left and right sides. But, what I find fascinating about this image is clearly it's not a cloud, it's obviously a craft. There's guns, turrets on either side of it. So back to the main photo, I'm going to go into another, what you would call a cloud. I'm going to show you an identical craft just above it. Watch this. So we go zoom in a bit more. We're going to look at both left and right, so top and bottom. But what I find interesting is, look at the darker cloud coming through on the left. Look at it. It looks identical to the one I've just shown you. And I'll show you why. I'll totally prove to you that these are not clouds. Watch this. You can see like the cylinders, the feet coming through on the craft. Look at the back end on the top left of this craft. See that there's 3 points. You can see them clearly. Watch this. Find the craft. Find the alien driving it. Look in the middle. Look in the middle, and on the right side, on the top of this craft, there's two little creatures on the right side, and there's always the one in the middle that's going to be driving it. Boom. That's the image I showed you at first. See that? It's not the same image I just showed you. They're different. Watch this. I'll show you. There's beings driving that craft, and look, there it is, above and below. So there are two clouds in the sky that look identical. That's what I'm trying to show you. And one I've just shown you on the lower one. I've just shown you there's aliens driving or on them. Okay. See that? There's beings on every single cloud because they're not clouds. They're cloaked craft. Whether they are clouds within the clouds, that's another question. But you know, you be the judge of that. So let's pay attention to another point in the sky. It's such an amazing photo, but we can say that we did quite some time. Okay, so let's go deeper in on this one. Usually with the creatures, the craft look like creatures, and within the mouth of the creature, which is the craft, you always find an alien. 90% of the time there'll be an alien driving it, or be chaperoned in it, sitting in it. He seems to be the boss. But on this image, you'll see on the top side on the left, as you can clearly see, a creature with a mouth wide open. I'm trying to determine whether or not it's actually a craft with two aliens sitting inside the mouth of it, that's, you know, simultaneously riding side by side with the bigger craft. But there they are. There's the two I can see. Find the alien, find the craft, or vice versa. But there's the little dude. That's our friend in the sky. Quite clearly you can see him. What race of being he is, I can't tell you. Some are saying they're insectoids. I can't say. I don't know if that's actually a craft or a creature itself sitting on top of that other craft. It's hard to say. Okay? But you'd be the judge of that. So we're going to pay attention to the two clouds up above now. We'll start off with the one on the right hand side, because I can clearly see an insectoid sitting at the top of it. It looks like an ant. You can see that, can't you? As we zoom closer in. I won't discuss them on the right, but on the right side there's a craft with an ant-like type being, and next to him on his right side there's two other creatures, one peering just over the top of the side, and one on the far right. I'm not sure what he's doing, but I think there's probably 5 to 6 aliens on the right side craft. But I'll try and discuss them with you, but quite clearly that there's the creatures. I mean, if you know more than I do about this race of being, please come forward. But as far as I'm concerned, and up to only this point, I'm the only person in the world that's found them. And I've been ridiculed by my closest friends. That's okay. But I feel strongly about having to show the world that we're not alone. Basically, anyway, this is the cloud that was on the left on the warning aircraft. This is the first time I've ever been dumbfounded. This is the first time I'm not really sure who's driving this. At first I thought it was the two sort of skull-like objects to the far left side. But upon closer inspection, I think it's actually part of the craft. And I'm going with who's driving this. Maybe it's the face-like feature on the far right, or the tiny little creature in the middle of it all, on the top right corner, in the middle there. See, it looks like a face on the far right, but I think it's probably part of the ship. I think it's the little dude in the centre there, who's actually the insectoid driving that. So anyway, thanks Jimmy for sending in the photo. Please send me in your photos if you're not sure. If you find objects in the sky that don't look normal, if they've got symmetry both left and right, if they look like a craft or a creature's face, send them in and I'll dissect them as I have with Jimmy. It's an amazing find, but we can say that these go back as far as 2011 now. So if you've got photos older than that, help me with the research of this establishing how far they've been here. Currently, I believe they've been here throughout all of religions, throughout mankind, throughout human history. But as far back as I can prove it, this is the best image I've got so far. So send me them in, subscribe if you want to see more. Remember, I found the aliens. Please send me more images, let's find them together. All the best.